I made it clear that if they go into Rafah, they haven't gone into Rafah yet. If they go into Rafah, I'm not supplying the weapons that have been used historically to deal with Rafah, to deal with the cities, to deal with that problem.
Israel reacts with worry and horror over Biden's threat to halt arms supplies to them. On the 6th of May 2024, ceasefire negotiations in Cairo between Egypt, Qatar, Hamas and the US had a breakthrough. While Israel did not attend the talks, the US acted on Tel Aviv's behalf, and much to everyone's surprise, Hamas agreed to the ceasefire deal. The proposals, also known as the Egyptian-Qatari brokered deal, included a 42-day cessation of hostilities, a commitment to gradual withdrawal of Israeli forces from the Gaza Strip, and a phased release of 128 Israeli hostages still in the enclave. Hamas had insisted on a permanent ceasefire, but dropped this demand. Israel immediately rejected the deal. Israeli forces seized the Rafah border crossing with Egypt and put up Israeli flags. Israeli forces also bombarded from the ground and the air parts of eastern Rafah and ordered 100,000 Palestinian civilians to flee from the area. Rafah has been dubbed Gaza's last refuge. According to the UN, for the 2.3 million Palestinian civilians who live in Gaza, 1.4 million, half of whom are children, are sheltering there. The majority of them were forced to flee from other parts of Gaza as Israel invaded and destroyed them, often several times. They have nowhere to go. The US has previously said a full-scale military assault on Rafah was a red line. Egyptian officials reportedly said that if Tel Aviv invades Rafah, they would consider pulling out of the Camp David Accords, which normalized relations between Egypt and Israel. A few days before Israel announced the start of operations in eastern Rafah, the US delayed one shipment of 1,000 bombs to Israel, which is believed to be a result of concerns over a military offensive. However, Biden said the US would continue to supply other weapons, such as those needed for the Iron Dome, but would temporarily pause those that could be used in Rafah. The US president also said Israel had not yet begun a major offensive in Rafah, and so the pause in arms shipments has not come into effect.